Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name's Acacia. Today I'm going to be doing a review of a book from Counterpoint Press. I was sent this for review. It is released on February 5th of 2019. I'm very excited to talk about this with you. I'm nervous. It's not really something I've experienced. Well, it's definitely not something I've experienced, and it's an experience that I feel very nervous bringing up. It's something that I feel very much shouldn't happen, and something I feel very much should be taken care of in our country, but for the sake of this book, it needed to be talked about. I'm gonna link my review of The Wildlands by Abby Genai up above. It was also sent to me by Counterpoint Press, and it was also a book that one I enjoyed in a very different way than this one. So let's just dive into this review. This is The Atlas of Reds and Blues by Davy S. Larsker. This is the story of a woman who goes by Mother, and she moves her family to suburban Atlanta, and one day the police raid her house and she's shot. And so the book is that moment and her thinking back on her life and her place in the world and what reality she's in and how things could be or have been. And this is based on the author's experience of a raid on her own home. So I'm not sure how autobiographical it is. I just know that there is an element of fear and relatability that goes into this book to give it its oomph. I would never call this book cozy or comfy in the way that I would call a historical fiction cozy or comfy, or a fantasy cozy and comfy. Okay, I would never call a fantasy cozy or comfy. I don't think fantasy is cozy and comfy, but most people do. And it's not going to be for everyone. This book really challenges you, and it challenges you in a way that you need to come to terms with by the end. I would say that part of it is being a white female, that I don't have the life experience of this character, that I probably won't have the life experience of this character, and as a result, I have to put myself into discomfort in order to immerse myself in the story. And that discomfort is really necessary and really valuable, and it has a lot of point to it. And I wouldn't ever put this book as something I wouldn't read again. I would read it again. I would definitely read it again, and I'm glad I own it on my shelf. It gave me a lot to think about. It was a lot to process. It was meaningful and insightful, and it was really lyrically written. The prose were beautiful. I would just say that this book challenges you, and I've said that a couple times in this video already, but I really would say that this book challenges you to think outside of your own comfort, to think outside of your box, to think outside of your race, to think outside of your general everyday life, which is great, and I've read so many books that do that, but this book was really special for that, and it gave me a real insight into something that I just don't have the knowledge to compare anything to. So definitely recommend this book. It's super interesting and really well done. I would give it 4 stars. Yeah, 4 stars. It was worth the read, and it will be read again, and I may up my rating on the second read. I don't know, but it's possible. So I would definitely say that if you're curious about this book, pick it up on its release day. If you are, interested in reading it, it's totally worth it. I only told you as much as the synopsis has let on. I didn't want to dive too much further into the plot or story because the unfolding of it is so important and valuable. So that is The Atlas of Reds and Blues. I enjoyed reading it. I would definitely recommend it. I would say it's something that a lot of people should read, and it gives a lot of texture and voice to people that may not be heard. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, click the subscribe button down below. And if you don't see my publishings, just go ahead and click that little bell. That will notify you when I do publish. Thank you so much to Counterpoint Press for sending me that book for review. I look forward to working with you again. I want to shout out and say thank you to my Patreons. You guys are wonderful, and you've done nothing but support me, which is so awesome and so exciting. And I would love to talk to you in the comments. I'll see you in my next video, and I'll talk to you then. Bye.